Hello there, welcome to CoreTV News at 7. I'm Gift or Gete. The All Progressives Congress says it will place education at the bedrock of its policies if it wins the February 14th presidential election in Nigeria. Presidential candidate of the party, Muhammadu Buhari, disclosed this while speaking at the party's presidential rally at the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos. Buhari says no nation can develop without educating its youths. He also promised to fight corruption, insecurity, and provide jobs.
Monthly in education, build schools, equip them, get qualified teachers. No nation can give its people anything better than education. When people are educated, there is a level of incompetence of government or anybody they will accept.
The presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Muhammadu Buhari, says his party has superior programs to end the current spate of insecurity, corruption, and pave the way for massive infrastructural development if elected. Buhari stated this at the Palace of the Oba of Lagos, Rilwan Babatunde Akiolu the first. Abiola Oluwole was there. He brought back this report presented from our studios.
As the general elections fast approaches, politicians have been moving around the country to sell their programs to the electorate. Not let out of the train is the All Progressive Congress presidential candidate Muhammadu Buhari, and other stalwarts of the party will pay the courtesy visit to the palace of the Lagos monarch Oba Rilwan Akiolu the first before heading to Teslim Balogun venue of party's presidential rally in the state. Briefing the monarch on the programs of the party, Buhari and the national leader of the party, Bola Tinubu, highlighted insecurity, corruption as the major problems of the country. Buhari promised that if elected, his party will put in place structures that will put the country back on the path of development.
What APC has realized, which we have all experienced in the last 16 years, the consequences of which is insecurity, destruction of the economy, and unparalleled corruption, which has virtually denied Nigerian resources to improve other social services like education, healthcare, and do the infrastructure that help to get industries back, employment, goods and services.
Nigeria needs the rescue. We need your prayer and the prayer of our ancestors. Thank you for accepting us.
In his reaction, the Lagos Oba called on the politicians to ensure peaceful election as they cautioned security agents against being partisan.
The posting of police officers should not be made any political issue. Posting comes normally. Lagos is not Port Harcourt. You people should not have any fear. And the man that did it in Port Harcourt is able and capable to do what he should do. But I request all of you to cooperate fully with the army, the police, all the security agencies. None of them will ever, lie is more like they dare not. It is then I will show them who Obakelu is, who Gaidun is. Allah. Some people have been saying it is not so. It is that time they will know it is so.
The visit ended in a closed-door meeting with leadership of the party and Oba.
The People's Democratic Party has challenged the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Muhammadu Buhari, to a debate on any national or international media outfit. This was after APC pulled out of a debate organized by the broadcasting organizations of Nigeria, citing bias of the lead organizers. Spokesman for PDP's Presidential Campaign Council, Femi Fani-Kayode, said in a statement that the opposition party was only shielding its candidate from displaying his intellectual laziness to Nigerians and the rest of the world. He claimed that APC leaders recently confided in an international channel they are only confident in the ability of his running mate, Professor Yemi Osibanjo. Though his PDP spokesman maintained that the ruling is convinced that General Buhari does not have what it takes to sustain a coherent argument on issues of governance and development. Oba of Lagos, Rewan Akiolu, has once again voiced his belief that the Lagos APC governorship candidate Akinwumi Ambode will be the next governor of the state. Akiolu, who stated this at his Igugurong Palace, says every eminent resident of Lagos have all agreed to give the needed support to Ambode to ensure his victory at the polls, based on what he calls the ability of the APC standard bearer to build on the development Lagos has recorded since 1999.
By very self, with other right-thinking members, imams, bishops, and top prominent citizens of Lagos pick Akinwumi, and inshallah, it will be the next governor of this state to improve on what my son has done. But in the incoming dispensation, Lagos will never lag behind.
A survey of eligible voters in Kaduna indicates a 26% gap between the two leading governorship candidates in the state. The poll conducted by NOIPOS for ANAP's Foundation, a non-governmental organization, showed that the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Nasir El-Rufai, is leading others with 46%, with Governor Moktayero on 20%. It, however, noted that 23% of respondents have not made up their minds on who to vote for and would be crucial to the outcome of the election. The survey results released in Abuja also showed that youths between the ages of 18 and 29 years and the working class between 30 and 60 are more inclined to vote for El-Rufai, while the senior citizens who fall in the 61-plus age group opted to back Governor Yero. It's CoreTV News at 7. We'll take this break. Stay with us.
From time immemorial, women have birthed life, shaped character, and by extension, influenced the society. Moremi of Ife, Emoten of Benin, Queen Aminat of Zaria, all women of influence and power.
Whether it's before election, after election.
How ironical. Women being so powerful, yet have few grounds in decision-making.
They see you as a wife, and I see you as a wife to a man.
We are talking women in politics.
A woman will be bold enough to stand up and say, I want to become president of Nigeria.
Only on CoreTV News. Welcome back, CoreTV News at 7. Do not forget that you can also catch us on our social media platforms. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/CoreTV News. On Twitter at CoreTV News NG. And on YouTube, youtube.com/CoreTV, _ News. Now to the rest of our stories. The Nigerian authorities have issued an alert on an alleged plot by Boko Haram to disguise suicide bombers as shoemakers or cobblers with improvised explosive hidden in toolboxes. Coordinator of the National Information Center, Mike Omeri, disclosed this at the news conference in Abuja. He also claimed that the insurgents plan to use livestock to attack soft targets. Omeri, however, confirmed that Boko Haram recently released 192 persons who had been held hostage in insurgent
Available
camps.
Intelligence indicate a plan by Boko Haram to use young male suicide bombers disguised as cobblers to hide explosives in their toolboxes and detonate them in soft targets areas such as markets, restaurants, ATM locations, political rallies, worship places, as well as other public places. Also, there is indication of a plan by this group to use livestock such as goats, cows, and donkeys, loaded with explosives to attack chosen targets. In view of this, the general public, including all persons operating within and around the affirmation places, are advised to be vigilant and mindful of suspicious activities within their environment. Information available indicate that persons recently released by Boko Haram are presently in the custody or in a military facility in Yobe. Authoritatively, we can state that these persons are currently undergoing counseling and preparation, after which they will return home to join their brothers and our sisters.
Inspector General of Police Sulaiman Abba has charged Nigerian youths to refuse being used as political thugs by politicians. He also called on the youths to distance themselves from all acts capable of impacting negatively on their personality and that of the country. Abba said these shortly after he received members of Arewa Youth Forum at the force headquarters in Abuja. He also charged the executive of the youth group to sensitize other youths in the country on the need to fully participate in community policing activities in their areas. Responding, the leadership of the Arewa Youth Forum expressed the determination of its members to work for violence-free general elections. The new spokesman of the Nigerian Army has formally assumed office few days after his appointment. Colonel Sani Usman as the acting director, Army Public Relations, following the appointment of Brigadier General Olajide Laleye as the commander of the 4th Brigade in Benin City. The former Army spokesman is convinced the new man will excel in the face of the current security challenges.
Precisely on the 7th January 2014, I took over the mantle of leadership as the Director of Army Public Relations, and it has been a very challenging and rewarding experience. I therefore most humbly thank the Chief of Army Staff for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to serve and to contribute my little quota in the development of the Nigerian Army in particular, and our dear nation, Nigeria, in general. May I also appreciate the immense contribution of all the officers, men and staff of the Directorate who have worked tirelessly with me during the past 1 year in achieving the tremendous successes recorded by the Directorate. Indeed, you are a family which I am proud to belong. To the distinguished members of the 4th Estate of the Realm, that is the gentlemen of the press, I cannot appreciate you enough for your unflinching support and professional conduct throughout my tenure as Director of Army Public Relations.
I am conscious of the expectations and the demands of the Office of the Acting Director of Army Public Relations, and I promise to do my best and to be loyal and dedicated.
Over 200 people displaced from the northeastern towns of Baga and Monguno are taking refuge in Kano State. The Director General of the Kano Hezbollah Board, Abbas Safi, disclosed this to journalists in Kano. He ordered that the government is officially taking care of the needs of the displaced persons.
Today, we woke up with about 203. So that was how we started last year, November 2014, where there was an eruption of violence at Mobi in Adamawa State and Michika, all in Adamawa State. We started receiving with 20 number of internally displaced persons, but before you know it, before Christmas, December 2014, the number has increased to about 4,000 of the internally displaced persons. Now, as of today, as of 4 o'clock, we have about 243 internally displaced persons. The materials, donations from NEMA, State Emergency Agency here in Kano, and the general public. We have received a large number of donations from individuals within the state and also some international organizations like the International Committee on Red Cross, ICRC. They came here, they gave them relief materials and medical attention.
The Supreme Court has set aside the conviction of a Lebanese businessman, Taha Roda, over an arms chest seized in Kano. A federal high court in Abuja had in 2013 handed a life jail sentence to the Lebanese, who is a member of Hezbollah militant group, for illegally importing a large stock of arms into the country. But in a judgment delivered by Justice Musa Mohammed on Friday in Abuja, the Apex Court held that the convict should have been tried before the alleged crime was committed. Justice Mohammed said that miscellaneous offences under which the Lebanese was tried and convicted is not known to the nation's law. Former Defense Minister Theophilus Danjuma has called on Nigerian politicians, especially those seeking political offices, to refrain from attacking personalities in their campaigns ahead of the 2015 general elections. Danjuma, who warns against toying with the peace of the nation, admonished members of the political class to abide by the rules of the game.
And my prayers are that we will have a transparent and peaceful election, and that the campaigns that are going on now, the degree of virulence in attacking individuals must be reduced. We need peaceful elections, and we cannot have it if we continue not to talk on issues, but on individuals saying slanderous things about each other.
You're still watching CoreTV News at 7. We'll take another break. Stay with us.
You can now watch CoreTV News live from anywhere in the world on our website www.coretvnews.com. Click on Live TV on our website and watch us live.
And welcome to CoreTV Primetime Days.
To follow us on Twitter, click on Twitter icon on our website. On Facebook, click on the Facebook and YouTube to see all our previous news production. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Click CoreTV, leave a space, then News. CoreTV News, a 24-hour news station.
Welcome back. It's CoreTV News at 7 now to Japan, where Japan and Jordan were working closely on Friday to find out what had happened to two of their nationals being held by Islamic States after a deadline passed for the release of a would-be suicide bomber being held on death row in Amman. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe said every effort was being made to secure the release of journalist Kenji Goto. Abe told the parliamentary panel they are gathering and analyzing information while asking for cooperation from Jordan and other countries making every effort to free Kenji Goto. Meanwhile, Jordan said on Thursday it will still hold the Iraqi woman prisoner as a deadline passed for her release set by Islamic State militants who threatened to kill a Jordanian pilot unless she was handed over by sunset. An audio message reportedly from Goto said the pilot would be killed if Jordan did not free Sajida al-Rishari in jail for her role in a 2005 suicide bomb attack that killed 60 people in the Jordanian capital, Amman.
The content of our conversations. Our first priority is Mr. Goto's release, and we have been requesting Jordan's help. I want to say that we are still in a close contact, and that we have a relationship of trust.
That's our news for this hour. Do not forget to join us at 9:45 for CoreTV Primetime News. I am Gift or Gete. Enjoy the rest of our programs. Good evening.